gun violence hitting every city, including hitting hard right here in Milwaukee. But here, the victims overwhelmingly seem to be young people or children.
And Milwaukee doctors say firearms continue to be the leading cause of death for children and young adults in this city. The problem only getting worse. CBS 58's Yukari Nakayama spoke with doctors and a survivor to learn more about how the damage of a gunshot wound affects a child.
So far this year in 2023, 49 children and teens between the ages of 2 to 19 have become victims of gun violence. 8 children between those ages have died because of a gun. A survivor who was shot over 5 times when he was 16 says his wounds are a daily struggle.
Oh, I was scared.
At just 16.
We was kids just outside in front, and 2 random guys came out and they tried to rob us.
The unimaginable happened to Jonathan Baldwin.
I was shot 8 times.
This aspiring college athlete had his life turned upside down. He says his family was held at gunpoint by 2 men at a family reunion, and he says he fought back when he saw his sister on the ground, a gun to her head. That's when he was shot 4 times in the stomach, once on his right side, twice on his right leg, and once on his right thigh. 1 bullet still on his right side.
I couldn't sit up. I had to lay down for about 2 to 3 days.
Baldwin is now in his 30s and says he still gets sharp pain from his injuries and suffers from PTSD. But he's one of the lucky ones, says Dr. Michael Levis, ER doctor at Children's Wisconsin, because Baldwin is still here with no damage to his vital organs.
In kids, their organs are closer. There's a higher likelihood of the bullet actually doing damage to something vital.
Dr. Levis says gun violence involving young victims is getting worse, saying they've helped an alarming number of victims so far this year.
To date, just through March, we are nearly at 40 with 3 deaths. So we have 1 gun death a month.
In 2022, they counted 130 youth treated for gun wounds. 12 died.
We're also seeing the severity increasing. There's more injuries to the head, which results in a very worse outcome for the victim.
To study the severity of gunshots on a child's body, Stephen Hartgarden, doctor and professor at the Medical College of Wisconsin, created these ballistic videos that show a .32 caliber bullet ripple through gelatin, replicating the body of a 7 to 15-year-old.
And our purpose in doing so helps us to understand how these bullets adversely affect tissue. That helps us improve and strengthen our care.
Our surgeons, some of them train with the military because it's the same type of wounds that we see in war.
Wounds that stay on the bodies of those who do survive, like Baldwin. For him, it's a reminder of how far Milwaukee has to go to halt those deadly trends.
We have to realize what Milwaukee has to realize, that it starts with us. It starts with the older people. We have to find a way to get to our youth.
For Dr. Levis, it's about gun ownership, safety, locking up guns, and making sure they don't end up in the wrong hands.
More kids in our country are dying from guns than anything else. All of our kids are at risk.
Baldwin has dedicated his adult life to helping children, and Children's Wisconsin offers family help that have been through gun violence with their initiative called Project Ujima. We'll have more information on that on our website, CBS58.com. For now, reporting outside of Children's Wisconsin, Yukari Nakayama, CBS 58 News.